Hello everyone, see you again with me. Today we are going to learn market tricks. We are talking about the accounting tricks and undervalued stocks for the real estate stocks. So we take a look at the one of Indonesian stock, Jakarta International Hotel. So in this picture, we see the chart of the price. You see this is a 2013 chart from month of 3. The price is like flying from 700 to 2700, so up to 3 times, so almost 3 times. So if you see the trading volume, by the end of March, you see the trading volume rose to above 5,000 or 50,000, and at the end of early May or at the end of April reached the highest at that period, closing to 80,000 trading volume. And by the end of or beginning of June, the price reached the top 2725. But if we take a look the true value using stock valuation calculator, using or based on the financial data quarter 1 2013, we see the price is between 1215, the highest, and the lowest is 1070. If we use the data, previous data, the quarter 4 or the annual report 2012, true value is around 1230 to 1250. If we use financial data based on quarter 2 report 2013, was dropped at around 1100, the highest, and the lowest is 980. So if we see another chart in this picture also, this is a chart combination between Indonesian government bond yield (IGBY) in the period June to end of July. You see the end of or beginning early June, Indonesian government bond yield is only 6.14, and it was increasing very fast and reached to 8.24 on 15th of July, and after that is around 8%. By the time Indonesian government bond yield increasing, the true value of the stock Jakarta International Hotel is also declining quite fast from 1200 and went down to below 1000. This is the time or the period that we are using data quarter 1, because the quarter 2 financial report has not been released in this period. It may release by end of July or early August. Usually, the fastest is around 30 days, and the limitation is 90 days. But Jakarta International Hotel is considered a middle cap. Usually, the middle caps release above 30 days after closing of quarterly report. So, true value is following the movement of Indonesian government bond yield. But on the other hand, before this period, June and July, before June, the price increasing from 700 to 2700, 3 times. There is a very fantastic increase. What's happening? It is true that 700 is considered undervalued according to true value by stock valuation calculator. If we use the quarter 4 report 2012, the value is around 1200 and the price is 700. So this is undervalued stock. But when it increase is way above the maximum true value or the highest point of the true value. The highest point according to stock valuation is 1250, but the price increased up to 2700. If we see what's happening on the report, this is the report of the Q1. If we see the total revenue, net profit, and total asset and liabilities, there is nothing wrong compared to previous year. This is the real report from the accounting auditors, from the auditors. Next, what's happened in the subsequent period, October to December 2013? There is also increase in the trading value, reached the highest 113,000. It's higher than the previous. The previous is around below 80,000. Now, in period of October, December, or last quarter of 2013, reached the highest early November, the highest trading volume, and the price also increased 20%. If we see the true value, this is another chart. The blue line is price, and the other red and green is intrinsic value or true value. There is a significant increase also here. So what we are going to learn is what's happening that the price increase. Next, we see this is not the actual numbers, but is already analyzed. It is based on the analysis. You see the revenue, yes, increase, gross profit increase, net profit increase. So in the side of cash flow is decreasing a bit because there is loss in non-operating. If we see the balance sheet gets stronger, much stronger, is double than a year before. If we see the financial ratio, sorry, this is a Q3, we should compare to last year, 2012. If we see the balance sheet not increasing all, but the liquidation increases because there is a drops in the long-term debt. But for the net current asset and working capital, is working capital increase, the net current asset decreasing. If we see the chart, historical chart, comparing price and then true value from 2010 until today, or until end of 2013, or until the report of the last report Q3 2013, you see the red is red and high is in the same line, because the report doesn't split the long-term debt and short-term debt. So if we see the true value is fluctuating quite extreme. At the same time, price is considered very slow. Is moving up by end of or early 2013 and went down again. I guess this is the recession, because this is the time that the Indonesian government bond yield increased very fast from 6 point something to 8 point something, or maybe less than 6 previously in the Q1 period. So what's happening of the real audited report? Next we see what is the accounting trick. Based on the true report, the factual report, the actual report, we see the turnover in September 2013 or Q3 is increasing quite significantly. Of course, the gross profit and net profit also increase the same, following the increase of the turnover. If we see in the asset side, the current asset also increasing quite significantly compared to year before, and also non-current asset also increasing very significant. There is a number that previous year is not available, now increased by 500 billion rupiah. And also equity before deficit year before, and now is increasing very significantly. So if we see in more detail, what is consists in the income? You see there is a significant real estate income from, if we see the previous year, the same quarter is only 240, and in the year after that is increased 10 times. But if we see the income coming from the asset sales, there is the property sales, the land in the certain prime area, amounting 184 million US dollar, or equal to 2.1 trillion IDR. If we assume the $1 at that time is already 12,000 the same at this moment. The sales of asset coming from the subsidiary company according to this report, PT Citra Adisarana. But the table below, this is the report, the audited report saying who are the subsidiaries company who can be consolidated in the Jakarta International Hotel financial report. We don't see any name of Citra Adisarana. So this company may owned by Jakarta Indonesia Hotel, this company, but it's not supposed to be consolidated because it's not in this list. So what I'm saying is either the company trying to boost up the revenue, or the company is on purpose to not to consolidate because for the tax purposes maybe, or there is maybe some intention, but basically according to the audited report there is no such a name. So according to stock valuation calculator, this income should be omitted. So if we are included this income, the true value may be way up. It's not like this. The true value is around like this, around below 2000 at this moment. If we include this, that income from asset sales, maybe it will up to 4000 maybe. So there is very clear that there is accounting trick that we learn. We have to be very smart, we have to be very careful that not all the income can be consolidated. But why the auditors agree to include this income, I don't have an answer. So we see next more detail in the receivable. The same thing, this is a number that never appeared a year before, is receivable in US dollar terms from the third party, or there is a real estate receivable, and then long-term receivable from also the third party. And the next is a list of the receivable according to the due date. So we see that very clear that the company trying to boost their report by putting extraordinary income or income from selling asset which is not from their subsidiary company, which are eligible to be consolidated, because to be eligible to consolidate it must be above 50% or at least 51%. Next we see the industry sector review. You see Jakarta International Hotel is the same list of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 companies, around 9 to 10 companies doing development, office, shopping mall, hotel, exclusive area, restaurant, theme park, and etc. If we see the chart below, this is the market caps history from 2010 until 2013, and then its trading volume and the growth of the top line. Up and down, this is comparing market caps today to the market cap 2010 or 2012. So we find out the Jakarta International Hotel is in the list of the 4 company that increase, or 5 company that increase very significantly above 50%. Very good performance or price performance in this case. If you see in detail in the financial, you see this is a quote of the company in the sector, developer of the industry, property industry, real estate industry. This is the column of earning after tax, free cash flow, capital expenditure, revenue, and gross profit. According to this financial indicator, Jakarta International Hotel is number 3, the biggest in the earning after tax, but not in the free cash flow. The capex considered the highest among those 9 competitors in the same sector. The revenue also not the highest, is number 4. The same thing as gross profit. The gross profit actually is number 3. So this is according to this data, we can say that the gross margin is considered quite high. This is like 72% is considered high. If we see next the balance sheet side, Jakarta International Hotel also in the big 3 in terms of asset, 6.4. Equity is number 2 before IPLN. The company is positive balance sheet, so also balance sheet, because their working capital is positive. This is the highest positive working capital that we can say the company is quite conservative, quite good in managing their third-party loan. If we see the financial ratio, according to return on equity, the company is not the best, but we can consider the lowest, second lowest. Why? Because their equity is quite high. Is the income or the earning after tax is supposed to be higher than that to get the higher number of return on equity. But if we see the debt equity ratio is very good, very low, very conservative. Gross margin and net profit margin also very good. Return on asset is considered in a safe position. So thanks for listening to my presentation. See you next time. Thank you.